Schrauben, Zahn um Zahn, bis das letzte Rad dreht. Alle Systeme hoch, doch Standby im Herz. Schon die Maschinen kennt keinen Schmerz, weil echte Maschinen keinen Termin verschieben und Maschinen das kriegen, was Maschinen verdienen. Wenn die Leute also wie Maschinen arbeiten, dann können sie auch so feiern und noch bis 7 da bleiben.
Wenn die Leute wie Maschinen nur noch für die Arbeit leben, wenn die Leute wie Maschinen nur noch für die Arbeit leben, wenn die Leute wie Maschinen nur noch für die Arbeit leben, wenn die Leute wie Maschinen nur noch für die Arbeit leben, wenn die Leute wie Maschinen nur noch für die Arbeit leben, wenn die Leute wie Maschinen nur noch für die Arbeit leben, wenn die Leute wie Maschinen nur noch für die Arbeit leben, wenn die Leute wie Maschinen nur noch für die Arbeit leben, wenn die Leute wie Maschinen nur noch für die Arbeit leben, wenn die Leute wie Maschinen nur noch für die Arbeit leben, wenn die Leute wie Maschinen nur noch für die Arbeit.
Wenn die Leute wie Maschinen nur noch für die Arbeit leben und ihnen die verschiedenen Maschinen Wahrheit geben, wenn sie wie Maschinen lieber dienen als nachdenken und sich nur nach jüngeren Maschinen den Hals verrenken, wann ist die Maschine erschienen, wann das nächste Update? Schraube um Schraube, Zahn um Zahn, bis das letzte Rad dreht. Alle Systeme hoch, doch Standby im Herz. Schon die Maschinen kennt keinen Schmerz, weil echte Maschinen keinen Termin verschieben und Maschinen das kriegen, was Maschinen verdienen. Wenn die Leute also wie Maschinen arbeiten, dann können sie auch so feiern und noch bis 7 da bleiben.
Wenn die Leute wie Maschinen nur noch für die Arbeit leben, wenn die Leute wie Maschinen nur noch für die Arbeit leben, wenn die Leute wie Maschinen nur noch für die Arbeit leben, wenn die Leute wie Maschinen nur noch für die Arbeit.
Wenn die Leute wie Maschinen keine Rente mehr haben, bleiben am Ende vom Abend nur die 4 Wände und fragen. Draußen sind 1000 Roboter in trendigen Farben, alle lebendig begraben, egal, Handy geladen. Das ständige Warten, bis du neue Befehle kriegst, bis die Maschine mit dem Arsch wie eine räudige Seele ist. Tat nicht weh, war zum Glück nur aus Plastik, ist doch alles nur Algorithmus-Gymnastik. Du bist eine Maschine und dein Körper der Gegner, sei kein Nörgler und Hater, Alter, work hard und play hard. Wenn die Leute wie Maschinen die Nacht durcharbeiten, dann können sie auch so feiern und noch bis 8 Uhr da bleiben.
Wenn die Leute wie Maschinen nur noch für die Arbeit leben, wenn die Leute wie Maschinen nur noch für die Arbeit leben, wenn die Leute wie Maschinen nur noch für die Arbeit leben, wenn die Leute wie Maschinen nur noch für die Arbeit leben, wenn die Leute wie Maschinen nur noch für die Arbeit leben, wenn die Leute wie Maschinen nur noch für die Arbeit leben, wenn die Leute wie Maschinen nur noch für die Arbeit.
Wenn die Leute wie Maschinen nur noch für die Arbeit leben und ihnen die verschiedenen Maschinen Wahrheit geben, wenn sie wie Maschinen lieber dienen als nachdenken und sich nur nach jüngeren Maschinen den Hals verrenken, wann ist die Maschine erschienen, wann das nächste Update? Schraube um Schraube, Zahn um Zahn, bis das letzte Rad dreht. Alle Systeme hoch, doch Standby im Herz. Schon die Maschinen kennt keinen Schmerz, weil echte Maschinen keinen Termin verschieben und Maschinen das kriegen, was Maschinen verdienen. Wenn die Leute also wie Maschinen arbeiten, dann können sie auch so feiern und noch bis 7 da bleiben.
Wenn die Leute wie Maschinen nur noch für die Arbeit leben, wenn die Leute wie Maschinen nur noch für die Arbeit leben, wenn die Leute wie Maschinen nur noch für die Arbeit leben, wenn die Leute wie Maschinen nur noch für die Arbeit.
Wenn die Leute wie Maschinen keinen Rhythmusgymnastik. Du bist ne Maschine und dein Körper der Gegner. Sei kein Nörgler und Hater, Alter, work hard und play hard. Wenn die Leute wie Maschinen die Nacht durcharbeiten, dann können sie auch so feiern und noch bis 8 Uhr da bleiben.
Wenn die Leute wie Maschinen nur noch für die Arbeit leben, wenn die Leute wie Maschinen nur noch für die Arbeit leben.
Ta wie ne Maschine, wie ne Maschine, kauf und hör nicht auf. Wie ne Maschine, wie ne Maschine, wie ne Maschine, flieg hoch und fall tief. Wie ne Maschine, ta wie ne Maschine, wie ne Maschine, kauf und hör nicht auf. Wie ne Maschine, wie ne Maschine, wie ne Maschine, flieg hoch und fall tief. Wie ne Maschine.
Please provide a small biography, maximum 1,500 characters, including spaces.
Hello, hola, guten Tag. My name is Pamela Moraga. I come from Chile and I live in Berlin since 2018. Since I have memory, I've always danced. Like, seriously, you can ask my mom, and she can tell you that even before I started walking, I was dancing. When I was 18, I had to make a decision about what I was gonna do with my life. And I chose to dance.
Please provide a small biography, maximum 1,500 characters, including spaces.
Hello, guten Tag, hola. My name is Pamela Moraga. I come from Chile and guys, this is gonna take forever. I just wanna dance. wanted was to dance.
Please provide a small biography, maximum 1,500 characters, including spaces.
Guys, if you don't write, you don't dance. That's how it is. In 2023, I received 12,500 euros to finance my project called Latinx. And Latinx unleashed the whole energy that has brought me here, because you see, back then, I was one of these people who would be like, I will sacrifice everything for my art. I gave everything to the piece. I didn't pay myself at all. The month prior to the premiere, I could not afford to eat anything else but oatmeal. And I hit rock bottom.
Please provide a small biography, maximum 1,500 characters, including spaces.
Guys, I'm a Capricorn. Even if it meant a foreseeable burnout in the future, I was gonna write that bio. I was gonna meet those deadlines, and I was gonna apply for each and every single open call I could ever find online. My name is Pamela Moraga. I come from Chile.
Detailed description of your project in maximum
2,500 characters,
This project took me approximately 2 years to premiere. And I get that this is more or less how long it like, that's the worst thing. It's not even impressive or anything, because this is how long it takes for everybody to make a project here in Berlin. And you know what? It's exhausting. It feels like every time you need to come up with something new, right? Because, flash news, you have a project, you're working on it, it's already old. Like, I should already be thinking about my next move, right? What are you gonna do after this gig? The next gig. What is your next gig? What is your next gig? Guys, I need to come clean about something. In order for me to get this gig, to satisfy the dance lords of the Berliner Freilance, I had to shift things up a little bit and make a project that would sound interesting to whoever wanna finance it, because let's face it, who is gonna wanna finance yet another project of another Ausländer artist struggling to make a living in Berlin? That's basically everyone here. No shame. So I wrote this project about economy of arts and politics. So, this project is about dance labor, the work of an immigrant artist in the gig economy, and the commodification of the body in capitalism. And I feel like I'm gonna give us all a lesson on money, body, and capitalism. But so that we don't do this so boring and plain, I'm gonna do this in a hashtag TikTok, hashtag alpha male, tech bro, gym bro, hashtag hustle culture, high performance, no excuses, hashtag CEO energy, boss mentality. You are a contemporary dancer, right? But contemporary dance doesn't pay rent. Do you know what pays rent? Branding, monetization, and strategy. And I'm here to squeeze that into your bloodstream like a freaking glue magnet. You are Latina, right? Do you know what that means in this marketplace? It means you got the flavor, you got the story, you got the energy people crave. Because they don't have it. Because they barely see the sunlight for 2 weeks per year. But you are here dancing your soul out in some sad-ass black box theater for a fee that barely even covers your Adidas socks. I know what you reggaeton. Because the world is starving for heat, for pulse, for rhythm, for all of that you already carry in your bones, but not for free. You must perform that energy, that they can only access it by paying you. You take reggaeton, you mix it with contemporary dance. Additionally, you build up your socials like a documentary of your grind, sweat, discipline, intensity. The behind the scenes of your training and choreographing. You sell them the dream, because money loves a good story. So chase it. Relentlessly, shamelessly, strategically. Stop thinking like an artist begging to be understood. This is business. You want to make it in the game? Create demand and sell the product. What is the product? You are the product. Dance and I should sell dance. And how can I sell dance? How much would you pay for dance? How much? How much would you pay for dance? Like if I go and I do this, but I mean, maybe it's too simple. You need to do something a bit more difficult like this. I mean, still like anybody could do this, you know. You could pay anyone to do this dance. Maybe you would not pay so much for this, but maybe if I go like this and I, you know, would you pay more for this dance? I mean, after all, I need to justify I have a dance degree in contemporary dance, right? Or maybe that's not even enough. Maybe it needs to be even more complicated. How much would you pay for this dance instead? I need to buy cats food and my insurance, I need to pay my insurance with dance, and I need to pay my rent with dance, and I need to pay my rent with dance. And how would a dance that could pay my rent look like? Like if I would go like this in front of my landlord and ask him to give me the flat in exchange for this dance. Can I pay my rent with this dance? Can my landlord afford his life with a couple of waves? Can my landlord afford his luxurious life with a padebure? Can my landlord afford his luxurious life with a dompe padebure? Kimsa, shite. I need to make money with this. And I need to make it work, and I need to work in dance. And I need to make it work, and I need to make money with dance. And why is everything about the money? Why is everything about the money? Why is this so different than this? Why is this so different than this? Why does this deserve so much money? Why does this deserve so much money?
Tell me, my dear, how's everything going?
It's okay. Like, yeah, it's fine.
How's the dancing going?
It's okay. I mean, I've been training a lot, actually. I feel like I can finally release my back and slide my scapula in and out of my ribcage. Also, my hips feel a lot better. I've been training to deepen my plie and give more sensitivity to my feet.
Okay, cool. But I mean more like, how is the plan going, you know? Like working for a famous dance company.
It's going.
You wanna talk about it?
No, thanks.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I promise no judgment.
Okay, so yesterday I realized I'm a cliche. How I look, the way I entered this country on a working holiday visa 7 years ago. I became a cliche of a dancer disguised as cheap labor market force. And I was a good cheap labor market force.
What do you mean?
I came here looking for a job in contemporary dance, found a job cleaning houses, $10 per hour. I would go to work and clean toilets, practicing migrant plie, scraping the floor on a first position. Then I got another job delivering food on a bike, which was a great leg workout. I was one of these people who bring you food to your home when you don't feel like going out. I started working in winter. I thought I could bike in winter. I did it in Santiago. No, this shit was different. I only lasted there 3 months because many times I could not feel my feet with the cold.
Oh my god.
Yeah. To be honest, the best jobs were those where I would do nothing. Just standing there, getting paid per hour, at a door or at the garderobe or a host. Just standing there, those long hours were kind of okay physically, but I mean, they do crush your soul. The worst job I had was in Bikini Berlin. I was a walking advertisement. I was going around with a backpack on my back that said, Nelson Mandela Ausstellung. Folge mir, follow me. Folge mir, follow me. Folge mir, follow me. Saturdays and Sundays, 5 hours per day, $15 per hour, 150 per weekend.
Mama, that sounds horrible.
Yeah, it wasn't so bad. I worked as a Pilates teacher, Bauchbeinepo, fitness coach, aqua dance, aqua fitness, yoga teacher. Actually, I learned to speak German doing yoga classes. This is a good one. So, a friend asked me if I could teach a yoga class in German. I was like, of course. I had no idea about yoga. Couldn't speak a word of German, but I learned. Kopf, Hände, Arme, Bauch. Beine, Füße nach vorne, nach hinten, nach rechts, nach links, oben, unten. I was ready to go. Arme nach oben, Kopf nach unten, Füße nach hinten, Füße nach vorne, rechte Arme nach links, linke Arme nach rechts. You get it, right?
Oh, yeah. I can totally see you as a super calm yoga teacher.
I mean, it wasn't so bad, just a big number of shitty jobs to make a living while waiting for the next gig.
Okay. But there is always a next gig, right?
I mean, I hope there is.
And what about right now? Is this a shitty job or is this a gig?
What?
I said, what about right now? Is this a shitty job or is this a gig? Pamela?